What is up, guys? Team UV Fields here, and today I have another deck profile for you. This is my Infernoble deck profile. I've been waiting to profile this, honestly. I really wanted to get a build down that I enjoyed, and it took me a while, to be honest. I really had to think and piece things together because it's a very simple deck to play, but the ratios can be a little iffy depending on how you want to play the list. But I'm going to hop right into this. I won't go too much in depth as to talking before. I'm just going to lay the cards out and explain them as I go. So for the Infernobles, I play 3 Renaud, 2 Oliver, and 1 Ogier. I think that the Oliver and the Renaud are probably interchangeable. You could swap between 2 and 3 of whichever one you want. I personally just like the Renaud because he adds back. I really like Ogier. There's a list that I like to play that plays the Noble Knight level 5 synchro, and basically if you open up an Ogier and a Renaud, it allows you to not be Nibiru'd just because of the way that the play works, and I think that's really cool. But those are the Infernoble ratios. Then for our extenders, we have 3 Fireflint Lady. I just think maximizing out on this is important. If your Neo Space Connector gets like Ash Blossomed or Veiler and you have this, then you still have combo, which is crazy. Then of course we do have the Space Connector and the Aqua Dolphin. This doesn't really need a lot of explaining. Basically your connector is full combo, or just any 2 warriors is combo, which is crazy how good this is. Like, it's just absolutely nuts to me, but I love it. I play 2 Gearfried. I don't think that you need to play 3. A lot of the lists that I tried before played 3, but honestly, it's not something that has to be played at 3. 2 is more than suitable. I play 1 Red Layer. I don't think that you need to play more than 1 of this. You almost never like summon this card, which is crazy. It's really just there for like Tatsunoko. That's really all that it's there for. If you want to bump it up to 2, go for it, but I don't think it's worth it personally. Then for our tuners, we have a Genba, and I play TG Striker. I really like TG Striker. It's a nice card. You could play this, you could play, I know I saw some lists playing, I think it's Junk Anchor. That's another card you could play. Either one honestly work. I just like playing Striker. Then for the other one-ofs, I have the Deskbot one and the Colt Wing. These are essential to your combo, really, really essential. Playing these just basically helps you finish your board off, which is nuts. I'm really hoping Deskbot one doesn't get banned at some point, but it wouldn't surprise me if it did. Moving on to the hand traps, though, I play 3 Nibiru, then I play the Gamma package. I am playing a larger deck size. I'm playing 45, which for combo is kind of basic, to be honest. I don't think that playing 45 cards in combo is uncommon, considering some Dragon Link variants play 60 and some Infernoble variants also play 60. But I like playing those hand traps personally. I don't play any other hand traps. Those are the only ones. I think they're probably the best. 2 out of 3 in the format, the other one being Imperm. Moving on to the spells, though, I do play 3 talents. If you don't want to play this card and you want to cut your deck count down a little bit, you can. I just like playing this card in any kind of combo deck. I think it's very important. Whether you're going first or you're going second, you could either bait a negation, or you can just basically extend your plays, or basically strip your opponent's hand, which is crazy how good that is too. Then for some of our searching cards here, we have 3 Heritage. This is just a search. Like, it's just a necessity. Like, you just have to play it. Then for the Eclipse, 3 Durendal, 3 Fossil, 3 DDR, 1 Smoke, and 1 Phoenix Blade. This is honestly pretty standard, seeing we're playing Power Tool Dragon, especially the DDR and the Living Fossil. Like, if you open like 1 of either of these, then you can just search for the other one off of the Power Tool, which is nuts. And then for the last card, just 1 Rhoda. That doesn't need a lot of explaining either. It's a warrior deck. That's what it's there for. Moving on to the extra deck, though, and I want to showcase this to you guys too before I go into the extra deck fully. I have more of those OCG Charmer sleeves. I opted to go with the Fire Attribute ones for the Infernoble deck. Just figured I'd show that off. And as you guys know, the KMC character guards are the other sleeves on top. But we play a copy of Martial Metal Marcher and a Tatsunoko. These really get your combo going. The Tatsunoko helps you quickly work your way into a Borreload Savage Dragon, which will also help you from getting Nibiru'd, because everyone knows combo decks don't want to get hit with it. Then I play a Herald. It's just another card to end on for a negation. Herald's always really, really good. The Power Tool Dragon that I mentioned before. You've got to play the Power Tool with so many equipped cards. It's just too good not to. Then we play the Knight Captain Roland and then the Emperor Charles. This is basically like super combo. I love this. This is so cool. Then I play an Omega and a Savage. The Omega doesn't come up often. I might swap it, honestly, but I'm not sure yet. The Omega might be worth keeping. It honestly depends, but like the Omega and Savage are there. The Omega is probably more interchangeable than the Savage, that's for sure. If anything, you could probably swap the Omega for like a Boral Sword or something like that, or just another Synchro monster that's useful. I'm not playing the VFD combo. I don't like playing the VFD combo personally. It's a lot of like space to take up in the extra deck when I could play other utility cards. But moving on to the links, we have a Link Cross and a Needle Fiber. Basically the root of all evil. That's what I'm calling these cards from now. It's the root of all evil. Double Isolde. This is just your turn 1 you have your combo, and let's say they partially break your board, and then like turn 2 you can make another one. Then you can probably go into some link climbing plays, which is pretty crazy. Then we do have the Auroradon. This is really, really important to end our combo and basically get all the materials on field that we need in order to just excel through our plays. Then I do play a Unicorn and I play an access code. The Unicorn is kind of what I'm talking about with the second Isolde, because you can just make it with, basically if you get another 2 warriors, you can go into the minimum a Unicorn, and then if you have another card that you can play out, then you have the access code, which essentially will grant you multiple pops and a 5,300 attack point monster, which is pretty solid, not gonna lie. That is the main deck and extra deck, though. We're going to move on to the side. Side deck, as I always mention in most of my videos, is subject to change. It is based off of what I think I'll see at a locals or a tournament in my personal area. You guys may see something different, so feel free to change it up. This is just what I am testing at the moment. So I have some other hand traps that I play. I play 3 Lancia and 3 Droll. I think that these are probably just the most commonly side-decked hand traps right now. They impact the meta in a significant amount of ways, so playing an extra 6 hand traps is always pretty nice. Then for some spell cards, I have the 3 Dark Ruler. I have 2 Lightning Storm. I have 1 Feather Duster. I think that this is really, really good for clearing boards. It's very important to be able to be mindful of back row, so I think Lightning Storm and Feather Duster are really good choices. Then the Dark Ruler is there for obvious reasons. We really don't want to deal with a bunch of combo decks, so the Dark Ruler is there for that purpose. And then the last card that I've been playing around with is 3 Evenly. There's a lot of people at my locals who play Eldritch. Different variations. It's not just like one particular variation. And to be honest, I just don't even want to bother dealing with it, so I'd rather banish their back row, lose a battle phase, and just continue playing and probably stop them from doing anything. And Evenly definitely does the job with that, because then they're not going to have all of their cards to banish to reset more trap cards from their deck or spell cards. And then their Golden Lord is in trouble too. You know, it's all this just lovely things that you can cause them to do and force them to basically keep bad cards, and then, you know, you establish a board and they can't play. But that is the side deck, which basically wraps up the entire Infernoble deck that I've been playing around with. Deck's super fun, honestly. I remember, like, I played Noble Knights years ago when Noble Knights first came out, and I thought those were neat. But this is like a whole new level. I honestly think that I like this more than like the Goki hand loop. It's just ridiculously enjoyable. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And for right now, this is Team Yugi Fails signing out.